I'm feeding my kitty, you know, and then I leave the house, and an hour later I come back and I see he's still in the bowl. His head's in the bowl. Well, he's not eating. He was asleep. His head was asleep in the bowl. What an idiot. Anyway, hey, welcome back to Tiny House People. This is Wayne and Wayne's Tiny House. Let's see, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I was at the local scrap yard, and I spotted this stainless steel contraption here. As you can see, it goes, whoops, yeah, it goes up and down. And it, you know, you can pivot it, and it's got a locking lever right here. Boom. And it also has a hole right there with a locking thumb screw. 1/2-inch steel conduit fits that perfectly. And I'm thinking I can use that in my solar array stand, support, whatever you call it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be building a solar array. Maybe a solar Wayne. Anyway, yeah, see if that works. Okay, here is the stand I made for my solar panels. Let me explain it to you a little bit. At the local scrapyard, I bought this aluminum unistrut, I think they call it. I don't know if it's available at Home Depot in aluminum. I know you can get it in a galvanized steel. But this made it really nice because it wasn't very heavy once I assembled it and got it up on my stand here, pole, whatever you want to call it. Now I also got this pole at the scrapyard, and it was outside for years and not one speck of rust on it. I only pounded it into the ground. I don't know how deep. As deep as, I think it was an 8-foot pole. So let's see now. It's a little over 6 feet to there, so the rest is in the ground. I didn't want to cement it because I want to make this portable, so when I move out of this, off this land, I can take it with me. So how did I do this? So I got these bigger pieces of unistrut bolted on the smaller pieces going across, like here. These two pieces right here, and now, yeah, right there is the spacing for the mounting holes on the solar panels. So that works out well. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the lower section, 4 more up on the upper section. That'll give me 200 watts of solar power. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. Now, it's a little wobbly, like that. I have a tie-in down here, and I have it so that I can unbolt it here from this muffler clamp, and once I figure out the angles, I'll put another one on the pole so that it'll be this angle will be adjusted for winter or summer. Right now it's October. I have no clue if that's the right angle or not. It doesn't matter because I can reposition this. And what I want to do is cut it so that when I'm mowing the lawn, I'm not going to be killing myself here with my lawn tractor. I have it so that the height is such that I can get underneath with my sit-down mower and that will wrap my head. That's why I wanted it on a pole like that. Also, I didn't want just the solar panels on the ground because you get 2 feet of snow, they're buried. As it is, I'll probably have to come out here with a broom and take the snow off during the winter. Let's see, what else? Oh, and this is the mechanism. Oh, the sun's in our eyes here. Oh boy. That's the mechanism that I showed earlier in the video. stainless steel, and it has a lever. The sun's killing us. I don't know if it'll be all right. So it has a lever right there that I can loosen and turn the panels the proper direction that way. So I have adjustment this way, and I have adjustment that way. Cool, huh? Since it's all aluminum, stainless steel, and it's galvanized pipe, there's no need for me to paint it. But I think I'm going to anyways to make it look good. I think it'll look good black. I'm going to paint it black. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. In any case, that's my next step. I'm still in the experimental stage. You know, I may have to put something there for the wobbliness. But I'm going to do that after I get my panels up and see how it handles the weight. I think that's what I'll do. In any case, let's see. Part 1, part 2, part 3. Where am I on? I don't know. We'll get another part later. Talk to you later. Oh yes, another thing I wanted to mention on this construction. After I bolted it all together, number one, they're bolted together with some aluminum, stainless steel, and very little carbon steel bolts. Now, to keep it square, to help it to stay square, I put these diagonals in up in every corner. I don't know if you can see that one right there. Yeah, that one right there. And this is made from electrical conduit. This steel. Yeah, it's made from this electrical conduit steel. You can buy it at Home Depot for $2.98 or something like that. Under $3 for a 10-foot length. And I used it for these diagonals to keep it square. And that piece right there going across, holding it up. Hopefully it'll be strong enough, and a nice windy day will tell us once I have these panels up. In any case, stay tuned for part 23 of my solar. No, I don't know how many parts I'm going to have. Just check in from time to time. Anyways, okay, talk to you. Well, I got my Harbor Freight solar panels mounted on my stand, whatever you want to call this apparatus. And doesn't look too shabby. I don't know how it's going to hold up in the wind, because it's got one column, you know, post, whatever, holding up these 8 panels. Now the 8 panels are not like real heavy, but I don't know. So let's go over it. First of all, here's the 100 watt kit. I've got 2 of them, and let's see, as you can see right there, the universal, what do they call that? What do they call it? Universal solar connector for 8 panels. Hey, that's what I have, 8 panels. They're showing the 4 panels going to 1 port. But on the universal connector that they sell right alongside this unit, this 100 watt unit, they're saying 45 watt kits into 1 port, or 15 watt single panels into a port. So what I did was I chose to just hook them up individually as shown there, even though my watts on these panels are, what are they? Oh, let's look. They are Let's see if I can focus. Can you focus? Yeah, they're 25 watts. 18 volts, 25 watts. And I have them all going in individually, just like that. Let's see now. So, and what I did was I adapted their harness that comes with this, which is supposed to go into your battery, in your battery end of your charge controller. And this wire is a two wire. It's an old extension cord. What it is. It's 12 gauge, but it doesn't have a ground, so you wouldn't really want to use it for an extension cord. But I used it for my to adapt to my this baby, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, okay. Now let's go over to the charge controller and see what this sucker is doing for us. So what is this saying here? Let's see. 2 volts. 2 volts. 20. What's this saying? All right, guys. So I got 2 kilowatt hours, and the battery is at 14.4 volts. 4.4 amps going into it. That's an erroneous temperature because I don't have a temperature sensor on this unit. The load is 0.1 amps. I don't know why. There's nothing drawing on this unit. The load is 0 kilowatt hours. Yeah, that's right, because there's no load. And 20 volts coming from the solar panels to my charge controller. 3.1 amps. So, unless I'm reading this wrong, anybody who knows anything about this type of charge controller, it is an MPPT charge controller. I didn't use Harbor Freight's charge controller. You're much better off getting an MPPT if you're going to be serious about going off-grid with your tiny house. And the reason why I'm doing this is to figure out if I can go off-grid, live 100% off-grid, while I can, while I don't really have to because I'm living in my house there, and I can plug into my house. I don't have to worry about it, but I like to see if I can live off-grid in my backyard with my solar panels. Now, if you listen to Missouri Wind and Solar, look them up. They give you a lot of good information. But in any case, this is it. Now, I have this set up so that I can change the angle with that right there, because it pivots right there. And it also pivots this way. And there's a locking lever right there. It's what I showed earlier, that stainless steel piece that I bought for $4 at that scrapyard. I bought all the materials for this stand at a scrapyard. It cost me like $35. The fasteners I used to fasten the panels with cost me $14 because I got all stainless steel fasteners. Don't cheapo on the fasteners. Get stainless steel, that way they're not going to rust up on you and look shitty. Now, this whole stand was made out of aluminum, stainless steel, and a galvanized pipe. And the reason why I painted it black is to just make it look good. You don't want your neighbors saying, "What the hell is that thing?" You want to make it look good. I had an instructor when I was going to technical school, drafting instructor. He says, your drawing should be pleasing to the eye. Well, everything that you do should be pleasing to the eye. And I don't think that's bad looking. Now, and if any of my neighbors complain, I'm going to tell them, hey, what are you, anti-environment? I'm going to report you. I don't know who, but, you know. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so this whole thing can pivot. I can adjust it manually according to the seasons and according to where the sun is in the horizon. But I'm going to try to keep it stationary, like at one angle throughout the winter, another angle throughout the summer, and see if I can live with it like that. Why go cranking this thing around when you don't have to? In any case, this is Wayne for Wayne's Tiny House. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, that'd be cool. And once I'm all done with this thing, that is to say, when I got my charge controller and my new batteries, and let's see, I'm going to put my charge controller on the inside along with my AC inverter, DC to AC inverter. And I'm going to get some decent batteries. Right now, these are just 2 deep cycle batteries. I have no clue what kind of condition they're in. All I know is that they're taking a charge. And that's right now, that's all I care. Yep, one step at a time. In any case, Wayne's Tiny House, signing out. Thumbs up, subscribe. Oh, yes. I almost forgot. Another thing I'm going to be doing is protecting this a little bit more, because they say it's weatherproof or resistant or whatever. I'm going to get I don't know, maybe just a couple of freezer-sized, huge zip-tie baggies, Ziploc baggies or something, and wrap them around. I'm going to do that right now, and I'll show you my results after I get them on, if I'm successful. If I fail, you're not going to see it. Okay, well, yeah, I put 2 large Ziploc freezer bags over my universal adapter control, whatever you want to call it. It's what they call it. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, universal solar connector. That's what they called it. I know it didn't look that great, you know, like this, but it's going to keep the weather out. Now, they said it was weatherproof or weather tight, whatever they called it. It's just a little added protection. This part of the whole thing is not that pleasing to the eye, but that's okay. So tomorrow we're going to get heavy rains, 45-mile-an-hour winds. I'm going to see if this thing holds up. I hope it does. I put a lot of work into this thing. A lot of work. So, that's it. Total price for the aluminum column in the galvanized column in that stainless steel deal up there, that one right there, which is black now, cost about $35 to $40. Not too bad, really. Also, don't cheap out on your screws. The screws holding the panels to your structure, whether they're wood screws going to a wood structure, or in my case, this structure, you get stainless steel. All my fasteners, and I had the washers, already had the washers, but the nuts and screws cost me like $14. I needed 32 of them. I had to buy 50 nuts in a separate package, and I bought about 35 screws. $14. Oh, that's good. It's ridiculous. But in any case, especially compared to what I paid for this stuff. Anyways, again, this is Wayne, Wayne's Tiny House. Subscribe, thumbs up. Talk to you later. Bye.